Grace, Sherman, and Abby on Jambalaya. Weekday mornings from 5 to 7. Only on KALD.
Wow. This is the best study I have ever seen, I'm pretty sure.
So pretty much saying, depending on your species, that's how well you get a chance to survive.
Or not even species, just
what
natural,
you got.
Yeah, what you're born with.
Of course her name is Grace.
Yeah, she's almost as cute as me at that age. Just about.
I was wondering what you were going to say.
Oh, man. She's adorable,
It was really cute.
Hi there, Santa.
Hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. My name's Grace, and I wanted to let you know that I've been very good this year.
Yeah, well, you know, Santa's traveling with the big book, and you want me to check and see if your name is in my book?
It says naughty and nice right there on the cover, so.
Oh, yes. Oh, you're on the good list.
But Santa, I don't see my name, and I don't see any names in there.
The only reason you can't see the names is because it's magic. Only Santa can read the book.
I should have known that.
Right, slip, up. Yeah!
I'm still sore.
You had that boxing down, though, that's for sure.
Thank you.
You had that going.
Right meow, I am outside of the Alexandria Zoo, just about to go into Zoo Boo, a very exciting thing for the over 100 people behind me waiting to get in. If deputies want to grow closer to the community, they are certainly taking the plunge today. So on the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Trick or treat!
News Channel 5's Grace Carson visited RJ's home to witness his excitement firsthand as the garbage truck rolls up.
He'll start looking out the window, and then we'll hear them come in down our street. Can you hear them?
Yeah.
Now they honk to us.
Something about that big red truck makes 2-year-old RJ's day.
To know that you really put a smile on a child's face.
Seeing RJ every Tuesday and Friday also brings Bip Sewell joy.
I can drive good. He make my day.
But RJ didn't always love the sanitation workers.
First he thought they were taking our stuff, so we got upset. So I'd explain how they clean and help us keep everything nice and tidy. And he's like, oh, okay.
Now he does his part to get ready for garbage day.
Oh, he'll clean out the can, put a new bag in, and then he just waits.
Waiting anxiously for that big red truck.
Let the truck come by, and I'm blowing the horn for him, so it's very exciting.
The horn is great, but so are the friends that come with it. They've bonded over their trucks.
That's one of your brand new trucks? You got a garbage truck? I have one.
Showing each other just how they work.
See that? See how that went up like that? All right.
Of course, the fun must come to an end eventually.
But you know, I know they have other routes and other houses to get to, so I have to kind of make them start walking off. Or he'll keep them here like all morning. He doesn't like goodbyes.
Fortunately, these sanitation workers don't let RJ down. They'll be on the job next week, too.
Grace Carson.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on News Channel 5 at 6. I'm Stephen Maxwell.
And I'm Grace Carson.
All right, well, our top story tonight, as the warm weather rolls in, the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries wants to get a boating safety message out.
They invited me to ride along on the waterway known as Big Creek in DeVille. It's a nice place for some fishing, but that's not why wildlife agents are making appearances there. The agents also stress making a checklist of all the things you should have on your boat before you leave for your trip. It's life jackets, a horn, and a fire extinguisher. That's just to name a few. You can learn everything you need to know and get certified to drive a boat by attending a boater safety course.
And of course, some fish if you're good enough, huh?
I know. Yep, that's always the goal.
I never do that.
And more news around the nation. American farmers are still looking for light at the end of the tunnel as agriculture commodity prices remain low. Our Washington Bureau's Peter Zampa reports that farmers are hoping for more trade and federal protection.
All right, well, back here on Good Friday, those in need got some good pizza.
The Manna House and Little Caesars teamed up today to feed those in need for Easter. The Manna House regularly feeds the community. We got some help today from the pizza company. He's not even in kindergarten, and he's already giving back to his community. Plus, see how soldiers learn to coach at JROTC, and what if there was a mental health alternative to incarceration. For these stories and more, go to KALB.com and keep up with our social media pages for the latest trending topics.
All right, well, I send it over to Tom in the weather Center, and looks like we're going to have a dreary weekend, possibly. Welcome back, everybody, to the greatest segment on television's Second Look Hot Topics.
It's our daily look at some of the stories making news around the world, especially online and on social media. So let's get to tonight's Hot Topics. And as we mentioned earlier tonight, yesterday, the United States dropped the military's largest non-nuclear bomb on an Islamic State target in Afghanistan. It was the first ever combat use of the bomb that contains 11 tons of explosives. It's been nicknamed the mother of all bombs. The bomb was dropped on a cave complex used by ISIS fighters, and the Afghan Ministry of Defense has confirmed that 36 ISIS fighters were killed. Jack says good should have been done about 14 years ago. And Christy says that's my vote paying out right there. But Quentin says a brave man speaks to his mountain, and his words should be more powerful than a bomb or bullet that leads to destruction. There is too much hate around the globe.
I mean, a completely opposite approach in the past several years.
Yeah,
the different administrations.
that's what's so interesting. In 1 week, we see two, major attacks. Because you see different videos and different angles, and are they released or they aren't? So there was a lot of that in the past year.
Is it doctored? So a lot of interesting things that go into that.
For sure. And yesterday we covered how an 8-year-old boy drove himself to McDonald's with his 4-year-old sister because the two were hungry for some cheeseburgers. Luckily, the two are safe and uninjured, maybe because the boy said he learned how to drive, get this, on the internet. According to police, the boy's father went to bed early Sunday night and their mother fell asleep on the couch. The boy then drove his father's work van about a mile through several intersections and over railroad tracks. And witnesses say the tiny driver appeared to obey all traffic laws on his way to McDonald's. He wasn't going wild.
Probably a better driver than us, huh?
Probably. It was then that witnesses called the police, but not before the brother and sister could enjoy their meals. I'm glad that they let them do that.
That was pretty good.
Soledad says, and I was impressed with myself for learning how to French braid on YouTube. This little one was learning how to drive. While Laurie says, pretty impressive, scary, but impressive. And Tristan says, I don't blame him. McDonald's is great.
He's loving it.
He's loving it.
In Alexandria, Grace Carson, News Channel 5, your local station.